There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from.
From the west coast to up out of space, into the G-code, Buck Roger dates. Last trait, genetic modified homicide. Digital gangbang, the fake wanna ride. Hiding behind your screen to get your soul clean. LPI and IP for the foul delete. You smell foul to me, feeling hella ornery. I detest the scent, stench of the cowardly. Address the message in the second with an old weapon. Laser beam speed with a flying guillotine. Take your head, man, I come behind many G's. Forever be where I'm from to my enemies. Fratricide that I ride for my nigga, please. Ride a pass, it's the last, get the winning breed. Who we waiting on, the Jesus, us. You witness the Holy Spirit when we squeeze and bust a nut. Up with the influx of chucks. Buck dancing in a trance like who giving a fuck. Hit 'em up like what's up, this is such and such.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from.
You can run, but you can't hide. You might as well bail and accept life or death from the sunlight. You kept up and Trump tight, the gangster hip hop. Bit boppy switched up, caught him slipping in his flip flops. Get pushed off the map with your whack raps, mumbling and conjuring and summer in a rat pack. The industry fitted G's taking rap back. We ain't in line or intertwined with your contracts. And we open for recruitment in the movement. The only ones in our communion that's gon' do shit.
And yes, we do this the Wild Wild West way. Better have your chips like Frito-Lay. Watch what you say, cause we don't play. Roll the dice, hope for Christ, or you see the poltergeist. I take what I like, cause it sure look nice. Living life under the lights, show you right. Fuck all that barking, you only eat when you bite. We the creep to the night, we speak it to life. When we reach for the mic, blast it on sight. Muscle and might, brothers of the struggle, hustle and fight.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from.
Father Divine, Optimus Prime, and Decepticon, be alarmed about this Vietnam. Squeezing arms under trees this palm. Expertise with the gangsters, so please keep calm. Anybody can get touched, don't get me wrong. Them gray hairs be stripes when you survive this long. Scotch too strong, watch how you hit the bottle. Bandanas out the window when I hit the throttle. Hit the gelato, sit on Forgiatos. Unknown desperado, good fellows, mafioso, the motto. What is substance with you little niggas that's hollow? Swag can't be copied and souls can't be borrowed. You become a catch part when you start to follow. Casino, Las Vegas, and Chicago. Mission impossible, so you niggas have got to know that there's a war going on outside and you'll die once you doubt your pride. When you divide homicide, there's a homie by your side. Welcome to the grind, keep your money on your mind.
There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from.
Yeah, we're gonna play one more track and then get into it. We're gonna play one more track, let the people come on in here real quick.
There's rules on the street, a blood pools for your feet. Gotta protect your jewelry, the rules are nothing new to me. Better keep the toolery for a nigga's foolery. It's cool to see niggas on the come up nowadays. Niggas run up cause they seen my face on the internet. I've been a vet in this game. Every year a different gear as I'm switching my lanes. Better look out for the native with immaculate aim. You watch, then I create my nigga, we not the same. So looky here and be game. Please refrain from acting like we homies. This is a mirror to Scarface. Yes, this solo Tony. Unless it's dollars, I will not be conversation holding. As I'm not the one for loathing. Sign some signatures and keep on rolling. I said there's rules on the street or blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street or blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street or blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street or blood pools for your feet, nigga. They say where'd he go? That Red Bull got rings. I got some homies coming to town, so I pull me some strings. Got a host with the shine on my rims and on my rings. 15s in the trunk, make the hummingbird sing country is king. Fly my hoes in and out, I don't fuck with no fling. Barely show my face cause niggas already know what I bring. Best way to be the case is to make them all dream. With an extra magazine, they act like I'm the police, they scatter like fiends. Sometimes you not invited cause your shit be too clean. Subconsciously, everybody gonna wanna compete. That's from the closest homie you know to strangers on the street.
I said the rules on the street are blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street are blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street are blood pools for your feet. I said there's rules on the street are blood pools for your feet, nigga.
Yo, what's cracking, motherfucker? What's good to the people? Hey, man, you know, I got an art warrior here. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. You know, would you classify yourself as an art warrior? Crip Jesus.
I mean, I like the way that sounds.
I see you smiling, nigga.
I ain't never heard that one though. I gotta see who the other art warrior is.
The art war. No, it's art. It's war, brother. The red pill is the red pill, the gay pill. Now, hold on. Somebody said something about the title already, and this wasn't my show. The homie hit me and was like, "Hey, man, we gotta see what the fuck is going on, man." You know, he liked the encyclopedia on the alchemy and woman, so I just shot it over there. And he know what type of time I'm on, you know, and there's a lot of things to explain when it comes to signs and symbols from the old world, blah, 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 you know, and the book has a lot. So I just did the show with Shock talking about nothing but the Egyptian goddesses on it. And there's more Egyptian goddesses in the book than what was explained on that webinar. So the homie was like, okay, yeah, let me get in. I got to get in. Put me in, Chief. Put me in, coach. You know what I'm saying? We are warriors. And, you know, like he got the black Illuminati behind him, you know.
I feel what you're saying because I feel what you're saying because, you know, a lot of times when we talk about this revolution that's supposed to be coming or whatever, you know what I'm saying, even just elevation, evolution, we think of this big shutdown and these guns and everybody running around and this big war. And we got to understand that we're trapped mentally. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I hear people talk about a lot of times, like if they took away whoever you claim the oppressor is right now, would you not live the same way? Because you know nothing else. So the war that me and you are fighting is for the minds of the people. That's why certain artists are so cherished. You get what I'm saying? Because they represent a way of thought. A school of thought, if you will. You know what I mean?
Right. It's collecting the influence. Like what the title is. The title is Red Pill. 5 years ago, Red Pill was not a phrase to be used.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Red Pill is something new that's been introduced. but they said the red pill and the blue pill, but when you add red and blue, it makes purple, right? So the encyclopedia on the alchemy of women is by default the purple pill. You understand? So when the homie hit me yesterday and was like, "What's the red pill?" What's the first thing I said? I said, "Nigga, I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know what the MGTOW." I do know that phrase, the MGTOW, the men going their own way, but I don't know the true definition of what the red pill is. I don't know what the true definition of the blue pill is. Let me put that in clarity for a lot of people, because the encyclopedia on the alchemy of women is a response to the environment of you niggas complaining about women.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So they want to get into the semantics of, oh, we red pill, blue pill, black pill, gray pill, all this other shit. No, I don't give a fuck. You niggas don't know what a broad is, and you don't know how to maintain your home. That's the two bottom lines of what's going on here. So 720 fucks with the bottom line. The bottom line is you don't know the coochie, nigga. So let's do some explanatory on the coochie, my nigga. So you dig what I'm saying? Hey, like I always said, I said this years ago before I even wrote books. Look, nigga, if you're not digging in guts by 13, nigga, if you don't at least have at least 10 to 20 girls underneath your belt by 21, you're fucked, nigga, because you don't understand how to close the deal, is what it's called. Well, I saw a clip where an entrepreneur was asking this little nerd nigga, like, yeah, you want to be on my business and shit. It's like, nigga, and he took out his phone. He's like, so you fucking these chicks? And he was like, nah, that's just a friend. He was like, he doesn't know how to close the deal. That's right, nigga. You don't know how to close the motherfucking deal. You don't know how to take things from A to Z.
Yeah.
Niggas know. Go ahead. What you about to say?
No, I'm glad you took it to there, because not to even get bougie or no shit like that, but I think because when we make it sexual, because like the weird vibe of sex nowadays, like everybody's so nerdy, it's like it becomes all about that. Like, yeah, you know, and it's like, regardless, like just people, I'm saying, you'll listen to these videos where instead of talking about execution, as you pointed out, being a man, setting out a vision and executing said vision and having control of the environment, regardless if it was sex or you had the option and said, nah, I'm cool, but you didn't even have the option. You hearing the complaining. That's not what we do. That's not the environment we come from. We even come from an environment where you might have a buddy that you complain with, and that's it. Because we for sure ain't complaining outside. But making full videos, crying to yourself, and then basically being rewarded to surrender and say, oh, I can't figure it out. It's impossible. They're impossible. To hell with them. That is just disgusting, if you ask me.
Right. And I saw the lane. That's the lane the brother approached. It was like, yo, is the MGTOW socially engineering niggas to be birds?
Yeah. 100%.
Which is basically what the red pill or gay pill. I just said it in a different style. Is the red pill or gay pill? I guess. If there's any system out here that's socially engineering or influencing you to stay away from women, yeah. Now I put out an album called "The Foot Up a Bitch's Ass." Okay, and there's a female on the album. Okay, let's keep this shit clear. I got, the Wire for War album. I got Linger in the Lingerie, and I got Cinderella's Chance on there. Like a young homie hit me today. He was like, bro, you have maintained your line the entire time, and you stayed rowdy, but with what people consider rowdy with women. But then at the same time, you kept women on the scale the entire fucking time. I was like, yeah. What niggas don't, what the inexperienced don't know is that women enjoy spankings. Okay, women approach the Samson, they approach the Crip Jesus, they approach the God 720 because they say, oh, it's monster. I can conquer the monster. I can make the monster open up the door for me. I can make the monster buy roses for me. It is great war, it's great battle that the woman wants to bring in on you. And some women do earn it because it is an earned right. Don't think that a nigga just supposed to be running up to you like I'm some inexperienced, happy 5-year-old kid about no pussy, and I'm just, here goes some chocolates and some flowers. Now I'm at the status where you has to earn up in this motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, the homie got some questions for me. I don't want to take too long running my motherfucking mouth. Hit me with
no, but I mean, no, that's real talk, because even what you just said, right, about. Because I like the way you framed it. You didn't say you have to earn and that's what it is. You said, I'm at a status.
Woo!
See, when you leave that part out, you get dudes walking up with flies flying around talking about, yeah, I'm with the red pill. Like, nigga, you ain't even peeled. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't even
couldn't survive an ecstasy pill, bitch ass.
It's like we gotta be, it's become like an industry for those who want to put no effort, or those that would just be, let's go back to what you said, this beginning and ending, a time. So
right,
you said 5 years, you said 5 or 10 years ago, it didn't even exist. So what was the name for those guys 5-10 years ago? Loser, nerd, you know what I'm saying? Can't close the deal, as you said. You feel what I'm saying? It was defined as such. And the problem is this, if you ask me. Forget my opinion. So what? Not to be frank, but fuck your opinion. What about the fact that we're going to disappear if we keep this weird shit up?
There you go. The destruction of society is at the helm. Go ahead.
You feel me? Like, and don't fool yourself to think every country has this problem. You know, we're watching TV and we're watching certain people. So what's going to happen is it's going to be a bunch of motherfuckers who you don't even know what they look like. It's going to be all around this. They're going to be the new population. Well, your bougie, I'm going my own way ass just die off. You feel me?
Right. And
population control, if you ask me.
Right, population control, right, or population reduction. You know what I'm saying? And something that he bounced back on is something that I said earlier from A to Z. When you're 15, 16 years old in high school, you have no money. The only thing you can do is have the flyest dress code as possible. Try to have the flyest dress code. You have to figure out your mechanism in order to earn and attain a female, and you're attaining her emotions first. Okay. So nowadays they tried to strip the emotions out of the young kids. And even with those who have submitted to the bullshit over the past 10, 20 years by likes. So now there's no real emotional dig. Females are based on a Facebook like mentality. That, I get with the guy that likes the same things that I like, you know, and that's in the younger ages. In the older ages, by maturity and who we are as male and female and our responsibilities, we're going to choose what's weaker than us. Okay, so when you leave selection of females for marriage, they're going to choose weak niggas. Because weak niggas is a quote unquote safe space. But then when you giving birth to the retards and you giving birth to the Down syndrome and the baby neck is doing all of this shit, you know, you got these spineless fucking these fucking invertebrate you giving birth to of, and this motherfucking larvae come shooting out your shit because you want to fuck with the Poindexter because this nigga sit here and play video games all day, and that's a safe space. Understand that what he was just stating, it is a population control. It's a population reduction. It is a weakening of the human overall. You see what I'm saying? And we're going downhill by letting females be the selector. In the old world, women were not the selector. Men were the purchaser, is what was going on. If you really want to get technical, you know what I'm saying? Girls could go off of what they like based off of a male's manipulation skills. Okay, and those manipulation skills will also allow him will also put him in a position not to allow others to manipulate him. So, and that means the family won't get manipulated. You see what I'm saying? So Frank Sinatra or Ronald Isley singing to the panties was manipulation, darling. That's just the motherfucking facts. You know, shit. Going on the little swan boat in the tunnel and all of this, manipulation. The ring, the fiance, the talk of the future. These are all manipulation tactics, whether you like it or not. But that's how humans get down. That's the ways we've always get down. And, you know, just praise the Lord that you ain't out here being a gazelle getting chopped up by a fucking crocodile. Okay. And we're dealing with social skills and finesse for our game. You dig what I'm saying? So just appreciate that. But go ahead, my nigga. You on mute. I didn't put you on mute.
No, my bad about that. No, for sure, because even how you saying with the natural state of the selection, right?
Right.
I tell dudes this, it makes me die laughing when you hear the dudes like, yeah, you know, man, you know, you can't get the girl without a Ferrari or this, that, and that. And I'm like, bro, you're basically dissing your granddaddy and all of them. Like, none of them niggas, like, let's stop the bullshit. Like, everybody granddaddy was a boss. Everybody granddaddy was rich. Nigga, who was working then? Who was poor then? The majority. So the most of our granddaddies. So grandma didn't give a fuck about his Ferrari, him having money. Shit, half the niggas didn't have nothing. They was domestic violence, all type of shit. So
hold on, and then them niggas had 3-4 families in the same city. Grandma didn't even give a fuck if that nigga shit. So that nigga had a whole nother family, bro.
Yeah, so it's like I get, and I'm not gonna lie, I do watch some of these things just for entertainment. But even when I be sitting around watching those people, I tell them, even if you look at Charleston White, these dudes, they're explaining this or explaining that. You see the booty and this and that. It's like none of that have to do with reproduction. If anything, it seems to me like it takes you further away from it. It's like what's weird about it to me is that it's made in it's marketed as if it's going to get you more. You get what I'm saying? Like the ass and titties should get you more, right?
Manipulation, like I was saying.
However, due to the mind frame that's sold with it, it's leading to fuck what it's leading to. It obviously is. The more fake ass and fake titties you see, probably less kids, not more kids. It's the complete opposite. You get what I'm saying? It's like the shit that they're selling to us as the sexiness, the honey pack, the fake booty, all that's gonna make no baby.
Bro.
The crazier part to me is that the people, it's not like it's making them have no baby, like secretly you got sterile. The people that's taking this shit don't even want the babies. It's like, what are we even giving all that energy up to? You feel what I'm saying?
Bro, and you brought me in to introduce the next show that I got to do based off of the Encyclopedia on the Alchemy of Women and what we talking about right here. And what the bottom line of what you're doing when it comes to protecting a woman, you are protecting her from her own decision making. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let me show you a picture. You see this? You see that?
Oh my God! I got the. Come on. It took me like a second. This
nigga really go get the magnifier.
I know that ain't what I thought. Nigga, what the hell?
No, I'm trying to blow it up. Hopefully the words come in.
You don't need to blow it up. I see.
Oh, it said my BBL failed.
No.
You see that? Now she don't know what to do with herself, dog. The BBL done blown up. Okay, now the picture down, homie. That bitch got hit with one of them LA 1980 shotguns, nigga.
Ricky!
Yo, hey, I'm gonna keep it funky. This is just the reality.
That's sad, bro.
You are protecting her from her own decision making. And that, once again, what is that based upon? Your intelligence for identifying manipulation. And what the manipulation is the corporations advertising and marketing towards women. Okay, the Botox. Woman can't be talking about men are toxic because they got the Botox. The Botox is the toxin. Okay, their bodies take on far more toxins than what a male's body could take on. We don't put on makeup. We don't put all this fucking weird shit in our systems, you know. So, in all essence, when you just want to talk about cosmetics alone and how they alter a female's thought pattern, we're not even communicating with real women, with sane women, you know. So yeah, man, hit me with the question, man. I want to hear what you got.
That's 100% because I do mention that in my book how the statistics say that the average American woman applies somewhere around 168 chemicals to her body daily, just like the average one that's wearing all that makeup and eyelash and different lotions and different creams and so many different chemicals in each thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then they say within the span of 5 years, the average woman has added 50 to 60 pounds of nothing but chemicals into her system from makeups and lotions and all other types of shit.
But see, it goes back to what you said. And this is what I want to point out to everyone listening before they take that and run with it. Now, when we said that, don't forget what he introduced that with. Protect her. Now, the man, the MGTOW nigga gonna take that and say, see, this is why I don't want a woman. I don't need all those goddamn chemicals on me. I'm getting myself together. Yeah. And that's the problem. So let me get my first question. Let me get to my first.
You did the whole cartoon on me. I wasn't ready for that.
Let me get to my first question. Okay. So I wrote that the so-called black people of North America creating an organization to govern themselves is the biggest threat to the white power structure. Mm-hmm. Their power depends on us living in a perpetual state of bondage through debt. Therefore, ownership and unity is his biggest threat. So the reason why I read that real quick is to say, I wanted to take, this is how I look at it. If I wanted to divide some people, I would need they use emotion. You know what I'm saying? So let me point out something that's commonly, a problem between these sons and these mothers, or these sons and these fathers, and let me drive that, right? So we know you may hear a song saying you nappy head bitch or something like, you know what I mean, whatever, right? And now you go and get into it with your girl and you type some shit into YouTube and it's 80 videos like this. So I'm saying all this for a reason. So this was my journey to these questions I'm about to ask you. This is a personal thing. It's not something I just observed and none of that.
Right.
I was, I did all that time. So I did 14 years. So I'm fresh out. This was when I was probably at my the third woman I had lived. The first time I lived with a woman for over years, right? So we had that little honeymoon stage. We was doing good for a while. So now we're having our first little run-ins. I don't want to tell nobody, because it just happened. So it ain't, I don't really want to run off and tell my business like that. So I go to YouTube and type in, this motherfucker won't listen. This bitch won't listen. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, right?
Now go ahead, tell me, nigga. Go ahead, put it out there. Go ahead.
So Kevin Samuels and them start popping up. You know what I'm saying? Back when we were still alive. And I didn't know this stuff existed. Now, I had been introduced to cell phones in prison, but we never looked at this type of shit because this is what I realized in prison. In prison, you're so dead set on, you ain't got no choice but to close the deal. You're not trying to hear no shit about, you're not trying to hear about no red pills and blue pills and none of that. No, you on the phone macking and you're a jail nigga. You're the scum of the earth as far as the world's concerned. So you have no choice but to close the deal. This motherfucker can say some shit that you would never let them say on the street. And what I realized is, if we had that same mentality out here, you got to say that's where you get your wolves. You feel what I'm saying? So it goes back to how you said that first. That's why I'm glad you used that phrase, closing the deal. Think about it like this, bro. Hey, what's up, bro? What's up? She got a home girl? Yeah. Here you go. See what you can do. You got 60 seconds. It's really like that in jail. You might got 100 seconds to get your Mac on. Can you get this girl number? Can you get this woman, this grown woman that got a whole life, that her homegirl just said that, my man in jail, this is homie. And for whatever dumb reason, she goes, hello, what the hell? Are you going to say some shit that makes her go, wow? I was just going to throw this shit back over to her, like, get your weird ass out of here. But and that's the zone you're put in. Now, knowing that, words are just translations of what you feeling. We all energy. It's that energy, like you said, that pressure being put on you by your fellow brethren that you better rise to the occasion, close that deal right now or else. I'm not saying I'm going to stab you or beat you up when you get off that phone, but the way we're going to talk about you and look at you, if you don't close that deal and any others, you're going to want to get stabbed because we're going to look at you. We're going to look at you in a way that's going to strip your manhood. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So closing the deal becomes more about what comes from closing the deal. It's not just about getting a bunch of numbers or talking to a bunch of girls like you see these computer dudes where I got 20 girlfriends. They're all some screen profiles. No, it's about I'm in jail. I'm separated from the world. Literally. I need a visit. I need food. I need clothes. I need things to manifest right here in my face, regardless of the situation. Right? So so what I realized from that is you come to the street, you're talking about option. You're talking about go your own way. You're talking about how I feel. I just want to be alone. And it's a complete opposite mentality they're selling to the youth here. And I get dudes that...
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
I get dudes that call me and they're asking me all these historical questions and Black power, but they don't understand basic things like that. So I'll be like, when I said this or that about that king, now how you gonna do that if you're sitting around jacking off and smoking weed all day? Then they'll laugh. I'd be like, no, I'm serious. And I'd be like, I bet you're not doing that if you had a girlfriend. Oh, well, see, once again, you're not gonna hide behind the knowledge. You're not gonna hide behind a belief system. You're not gonna hide behind, because man go your own way. It's this whole, let me get to the question. The man go your own way has this whole thing of selling it as male improvement. Do you buy that? Because to me, I buy it as a ploy by the elite. I'm really going that far with it to divide us at the basic level, to even pay certain people to just jam on these certain divisive topics.
No, I'm glad you were long-winded on it, and let me say why. Because everything is biological, but everything starts off the chemical and the mineral first. Once you understand humans are chemically operated, you put too much testosterone in the female, she grows a beard, and I was at an event and a bitch walked up to me with a beard and a mustache asking me a question. I'm like, bitch, is you talking to me? Like you are in violation code to even be talking to me. I don't fuck around with no butches. Like butches got beards and shit now. And it's naturally growing because there's too much testosterone in the system. And that's why women fuck with niggas in the penitentiary, because niggas in the pen have shown that they have the vigor and the hunt on the streets. And in the course of that hunt, hopefully your situation was about money and not no emotional bullshit that got you sent up the road, and she sees that you have that hunt on you because you're in the box.
No, okay? they don't know all that about you when you in the box though. Them motherfuckers.
That's what their female senses tell them.
All the old ladies I had and different ladies I had in jail, in my experience, they do that shit because see, now when you got so far with the hip hop, they don't got to hide it. But that's for like women who don't want to listen, because you got your nigga in jail, you can do what you want. You can fuck who you want. You can go to the club how you want, unless you was with him already and you try to hold him down. But the average woman that goes and chooses dudes in jail over and over and over, it's like some weird thing where that's like their boyfriend and they do whatever they want. Or
they don't have no life at all. Or they have an admiration. It's just like how serial killers end up becoming famous. A serial killer go to jail and this nigga got fucking bags of fan mail coming in from all types of broads who are bored, who are lonely, who want to be with a great beast. And they think all the beasts, this is a location where it's known. If she's dealing with a random dude off the streets, then she has to go through test and trial to see if this nigga has any vigor and vitality on him. You see, it's a chemical operated situation. And even to go further, the way women are delivering babies nowadays, with being through C-section and not breastfeeding them, that fucks up their vitality when it comes to having an erection that will please a woman. You dig what I'm saying? And also the layer that's behind that is women are still wearing makeup. They don't wear labor clothing nowadays. So they're wearing makeup and doing all of this shit and trying to maintain sexiness while they're pregnant. And a lot of those chemicals from the makeup is fucking up specifically it fucks up little boys, their sexual organs. So that's where a lot of this LGBTQ is coming from. A lot of that LGBT shit is coming from kids who were born off of a Wendy's diet, off of a McDonald's diet. Their mama was using all types of hair dyes and shit. Their sexual organs is all fucked up. The little girls ain't even developing no fucking breasts, and they're embarrassed about their body shape, and they're embarrassed about their body smell and all this other shit. So they just go bird. They just go bird. So that's why a lot of these motherfuckers is, they could go ahead and line up with that MGTOW shit because it fits within the space of you being a video game playing ass nigga. You wasn't down there chopping down no trees, nigga. You wasn't cleaning no gutters. You wasn't climbing no ladders. You wasn't doing things that is required for a male to do and experience and to have that gusto, that viralness, that fucking powerful testosterone energy that got you moving as a young kid, and they're specifically fucking up the foods. And what we got to understand, and to go in deeper, what you were saying in the beginning of the statement about, us being as black people or even Mexicans or even Asians or all people right now, the women are not aligned with you. The women are aligned with the white male and the social system that's being given to them. And we can see that with the Munchausen syndrome. We just went through all of this shit with the fucking vaccinations. You see that the women are going to immediately line up with whatever the government is saying, and they're not hearing shit about what the husband is saying because she's already classified you as, you know, an incoherent, a retard. You don't got no viralness. You're not smacking her around. You're not giving her spankings. You're not goddamn pulling her hair, you know, so she don't feel no power off of you, nigga. Yeah. So she's going to go to where the power is identified at, and the power is identified financially. And those higher roles of financial power is coming off the television and the government. Okay? That's the bottom line. The women are traitors to their men in their household. They're traitors to their race, and they've all signed up with that white male. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. Okay? It don't matter where you go on this planet, you know. That's who they trying to be like, is the white female. You dig what I'm saying? They trying to be, you know, aligned with the Starbucks and the Friends, my nigga. They don't give a fuck about what you're talking about, you know. So, yeah, that's the line with that. The whole MGTOW shit was a setup. The LGBTQ shit was a setup, and it's all based upon the children not having the proper biology, or they're not going through the proper maturity phases, you know, to be an adult, and also to experience the opposite gender during the course of high school and all that other shit. And all of that is supported by the woman, who relies upon the government to tell her what the fuck to do, which writes off the male, you know, because they got the whole domestic violence shit in place. They got all of this other shit in place. And in all reality, you shouldn't have to hit no female, you know, for her agreement. Like I said, humans are chemically operated. So once you get that oxytocin out the back of her cunt, out the back of her pussy, and once that oxytocin, that buttery liquid come out, she gonna iron some clothes and flip some pancakes by automatic, you know, because humans are chemically operated. Okay, you know, so yeah, gone. What's the next question?
Okay, so they have books like, you know, Think Like This, or The Science of This, or How to Do This. What made you make it encyclopedia form? I was real surprised when I seen it was like, you know, alphabetical, each topic you could look like, basically like encyclopedia, look it up. Like, well,
because there's a lot of different subjects that's going on here. So like I just talked about biology, so that's a medical, you know, and then we talk about cosmetics. That's also indirectly medical, but it's also chemical, you know, and that's also optional. Every woman doesn't put on makeup, you know, by nature. The type of woman that I attract don't wear no makeup. They don't put them fingernails on. They don't do none of that shit, because that's just the nature of who she is. You dig what I'm saying? So I also understand you've met a girl named Athena before. You know, that is a Greek goddess. You know, we've met a girl named Candace before. That's an Ethiopian empress title. They're called Candaces, you know. So I understand there's a lot of different lines when you get to looking up girls' names. You know, you'll find a Vanessa is a monarch butterfly. You know what I'm saying? So she has a sweet, lightweight nature. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, why are you saying? You gotta remember, these dudes is lost. So are you saying, hey nigga, here goes some knowledge about her name? Talk to her.
Right. Well, the thing is right. We don't know what we're dealing with. And there's a lot of different rabbit holes of what a woman is. And I had to combine them all. And I couldn't title it in a book like what you were just naming, you know, Think Like This, or Get Her Like This, or The Ways to Get a Woman, or I couldn't put it into that perspective. I had to put it in. The only way I could have done it was in an encyclopedia, because there's so much. And there's so many different departments that got to be covered, you know, and then it's a reference material so that you could go directly to what you need, you know, exactly. And it's not something you got to read from cover to cover, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was the best. That was the only way I could think of putting the information together, you know.
That's how I looked at it. I looked at it as information that's living and breathing. You can use it. So it's an encyclopedia. If I meet a Vanessa, if I meet a Athena, if I meet an April, if I meet a Melissa tomorrow, as opposed to I read it, I'm done with it. Okay, I know everything now. It's impossible. And this is the funny thing about it. A dude who is going through that MGTOW type of stuff, where he's trying to figure it out and he's kind of wiggly, that's the last thing you need, is to read some book and feel like, oh, okay, I figured it all out now because I read this book. No, you need tools. you need things to work with that's going to make you close the deal, as you said. You feel me?
Right. And then I like the way you did that, because you just showed the people with a name like Melissa, you can open up this book and go directly to the Melissa. Now, if we read the book on how to mac this girl at the bus stop or whatever, social media macking, Melissa's not in there. You see that? You see that? But Melissa is in the social media. So you're gonna run into a Melissa in there. You dig what I'm saying? But you still don't know what that is. And yeah, the way you did it was just perfect, bro, because it shows there's a personalization. You know what I'm saying? There's a personal line. You have your own life, and you're going to be meeting girls who have their own picture. A Jessica is not a Jenny, okay? A Jenny is not an Agave. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all got different names. They all got different goddess alignments when it comes to their culture. You might run into a Mexican chick. You might run into an African chick. You might run into a Chinese chick. They all have their cultural lines. They all have and then even if I don't have the girl's name in here, you now know that girls' names definitions have large significance. So then you can go on your own journey to find that. You dig what I'm saying? Is there medical issues? There's pregnancy issues. I got a lot of pregnancy issues in. Your grandma just got ovarian cancer. Oh, guess what? It's up in here. You dig what I'm saying? Breast cancer is defined in here. You dig what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different levels.
Because see, I'm not gonna lie. So when I found, red pill, blue pill. So I found red pill to be like, they're advocating, be confident, be strong. But it kind of goes over the deep end to like what we're saying. Like, it's damn near like, yeah, I'm not choosing any of you, and I don't care. Like there's no, what I mean is, in other cultures and nations, there's a goal to all the game. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, you're doing all this so you can have some kids, you can build a business, you can pass it to them, and this is what it is. Okay. When there's no goal to it, that's how it gets so sloppy and weird and messed up and twisted up, because what are you doing it for? Or for what? Because this is how I feel. I feel fast today. I feel slow tomorrow. I feel up to death. You feel what I'm saying? And that leads nowhere, right? So why am I saying all this? Because what I really enjoy is that not only is the book on a bunch of subjects, but they're all on women. Now, if it was just a bunch of stuff saying this is how you bone women, I think a lot of dudes fuck up with that, because what you got to realize is women know a trick from a mile away. So when women see that you're just this horny dude that's just I want to have sex, and then you come back complaining, man, she didn't give me a blowjob. Man, she didn't let me hit this. Like, bro, come on with all that, right? It's like you giving them the alchemy. Here goes some subjects to talk about. Here goes some names to speak on. Here goes some history to break down. Here's so you don't sound like a pervert and a weirdo. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Take time to indulge in the thing in which you're trying to get into. You ain't just going to basketball saying, hey, I'm here. I should be dunking and slam dunking and twisting and crossing tomorrow. No. Same thing with women, right? So that's why, like, even the approach that is coming, it shows that effort is involved here, not just go your own way and jack off or do semen retention and become some angelic soft soybean. You feel what I'm saying? That doesn't have any reaction in nothing. Or
what you're talking about there, what you smelling is the romance line, and you have to romance the draws, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, and see, that's what's been taken out of the game. Yeah. With texting. Yeah. And we don't got no music serenading anymore. We don't got no Sade. We don't got no Babyface. We ain't got no New Edition. We ain't got no, you said there ain't no In Vogue. Ain't man is it singing to woman and woman is it singing to man. And that is very important. It is very important for your desire, and it's also very important for the maintenance of your relationship. The 1960s movie was like, we cry together and all this other shit. We gonna get through this shit, and those situations are going to come up during the course of a relationship. You see what I'm saying? Why should you know the in-depthness of the name of a Melissa, because you know what type of flower is named after a Melissa, and you can pluck it and give it to her and excite her on a whole unconscious level that she don't even know nothing about. You see? That's the whole thing. And then you'll also know the person. Now, I think Melissa is a flower. It's a type of flower. Heather is a type of flower. Linnea is a type of flower. There's a bunch of them in there. You know, I mean, bro, you don't even know how mind blown I was to find out how many different animals, insects, birds are named after, including water animals, are named after women, okay? Or even like a jellyfish. There's a jellyfish called the Clitora hemispheria. Now, what is that saying? The clit hemisphere is a jellyfish.
Exactly.
It's a jellyfish, and the jellyfish is one of the oldest beings on this planet. You dig what I'm saying? So that is, you know, it's a wild situation. There's a whole nother undertone to that I didn't really put the connect dots to, because bringing that whole face hugger science out to the front line, people get scared. They don't know what the fuck to deal with, you know, and basically it's a manual for easy macking, okay? And you will have to find your ways for easy macking. And there's also a lot of witchcraft definitions up in here too. So you know what the bullshit is in that lane. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, go ahead. What you got next?
Okay. So our grandparents, they didn't need these books, these lectures, these videos, none of that. But do we? And if so, why do you feel that we do? Like, what do you think has happened? And like, why do we need this? Because I do feel that we
got too much shit in the way, bro. It's too much shit in between us. It's too much shit in the way, you know? You got applications and all this other shit. Like, bro, every single application is a snitch device. It's a device for you to be over here eavesdropping on another nigga. Basically, that's what all that shit is. Every single app. You know, your grandma, my grandma didn't have none of that shit. They had the factory, they had school, they had college, they had the factory. And then they were only exposed to the kids that was in their neighborhood, or the kids that was at their church, or the kids that was, you know, maybe at a summer camp or something. And that's all they knew. It wasn't no 1,000 followers. Okay. Yeah. It wasn't no 3,000 fans and likes and all this old dumbass shit that have your head bloated in a space that's not reality, because the reality to it is you still only got the people in your neighborhood, the people at your church, the people at your job, you know, and that's all you know, unless you done joined some clubs or done some other shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? Right. You see what I'm saying? That is really what the truth to it is right now. Now, if you like to fuck with this fantasy Disney shit, yeah, you can fall in love with somebody in the middle of fucking, you know, Mozambique or something. You can fall in love with somebody in Poland while you over here fucking around on the phone. Hopefully you don't get scammed. What do they call that shit? Pig butchering? That's called the pig butchering scam, where you fall in love with somebody on a fake ID, fake profile, and they just milk your account because you're so deprived of you know, attention, and you're deprived of community, you're deprived of family, and we're mammals. All mammal groups that flip through your brain right now, you don't see them alone. You see, so loneliness is not a thing for us. Okay. Never has been. We've all been operating in groups since, you know, caveman days. You know, all religions operate in groups. The state operates in a group. Everything is group oriented. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's similar with the animal kingdom. As mammals, we're not supposed to be alone. So loneliness can definitely strike up very hardcore, weird behaviors and mentalities that will you know, make a motherfucker go to a school and shoot it up, make a motherfucker go to their job and shoot it up, make a motherfucker pick up prostitutes to kill them, you know, like that's where that shit comes from. It comes from deprivation. You know, I mean, even in the medieval times, they didn't allow that shit. They didn't allow no woman to be by herself. If you were a widow, you had 5 years to mourn, and then after that, you're gonna have to get with a dude. period, because they understood that in society, if you don't get with a man, you're going to be bothering your girlfriend about her man helping you do shit that you can't do at your house. Okay. Right. You become a burden on society. So even with the hoes in the brothels, by the time age 30 came around, the city would fund the prostitute to get married to one of the vagabonds that was floating around. You gonna be married up in here. We not gonna have this lean on me bullshit, okay? And that's what we got going right now today. So, a proper manual is needed. I bought as many books as I could pertaining to dictionaries on women and dictionaries on sex and shit like that. And they were all written by women. And so there's going to be a little delusion of grandeur when they do that, and I also understood that nobody's going in on the medical side for number one. And women aren't going to present, a Medusa complex or a Cinderella complex or what was a Betty Boop, how is Barbie being a plastic doll? How did that influence plastic surgery? You see that? So they're not going into those zones, nor are they going to, because they're a woman and they have their little thing of ruling. And, they're going to rule in silence. I asked the girl, she was like, how much of the man's world how much of the woman's world do you think men know or that we don't know? I asked her, let me do that question again. How much of the woman's world do men not know? She said 80%. Okay. So you got a woman walking around in your house, cooking your food, doing all type of shit, and you don't know 80% of what she sees, thinks, and operates by. Why she's consistently going to the hospital. What is Munchausen syndrome? We got a situation here where grown women will impose their children to be sick. This is what that whole Gypsy Rose thing was about, okay? Women will impose their children to be sick so they can get gratuities from the neighborhood and from the people that she knows. The people that she knows, the other females, will approach her with sympathy and will give her, will praise her for taking care of a sick child. You see that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, what type of fucking mind is that, bro? Where you make your own child appear sick so you can get some free Gibbsman, some free charitable bullshit and charitable comments from the people you know. Like, what?
Yeah, that's wild.
You see what I'm saying? And this is what they know in the psychiatric industry. They know these things and they play off of them to sell products. You see? So I had to compile the whole game.
I see what you're saying. Yes, because it is many angles. It's a lot of science when you're dealing with when you step outside of just trying to score and actually get into the science of trying to get something. Because I got a homie right now. He's like, he keeps calling me every day. He a younger dude. I'm so annoyed. All these women are bothering me. I said, so annoyed. All these women are bothering you. What the hell? That doesn't even make no sense. Like, I think you'd be happy. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm on. I got all these women. Right? He's like, it's just this one's annoying. That one's annoying. This one, this and that. This one, that, and this one. And I'm like, what? This doesn't make any sense. And the crazier part about it is, you ready for this? It's not like I'm seeing him with them or he's walking in here with loads of money, like a pimp or something, complaining, saying, oh, I'm tired of these hoes. It's like he's in this bubble where he just wants to be alone and not bothered by him. So even the thought of all of them wanting him so much bothers him. And it's like, they don't know you, like you just floated out the sky. You obviously hollered at them. So I think what you're doing is, because there's not even no point in you telling me this. So I think what you're doing is you having a overwhelming about trying to close the deal and having options, or even trying to use several options at once. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like this new age thing where, because like you said, the 100 fans and all of that, the new technology. So the new
Mm-hmm.
age thing is to act like, oh, I just have so many options and I'm just so annoyed. You notice that? Because you know we're older. Have you noticed with the young people, everybody's so annoyed. Everybody has a million options.
Look, yeah, they're
Everybody's
annoyed.
the top
Let me show you what
player,
annoyance
the top,
is. Let me show you what that is. Let me show you what that is. The game on the internet, period, is called Make You Believe. And that's why people trip out when they come over here and see the guy at 720, because it ain't no making, no believe, no nothing up in this motherfucker. Everything is real, nigga. You know, the time period me and the homie grew up in, you know, you got your shirt collar checked if you was wearing real polo or not, nigga. It wasn't no shit of you know, I can make you believe some shit and then you ain't finna get tested on it on spot. You know what I'm saying? You did get tested. I don't wear fake jewelry. You ain't never seen me with none of that fucking weak ass shit on. You know, I don't do to make believe. But let me show you what's going on with your little homie. He's trying to make you believe that he is respectable on the same level you're respectable on. Because he already looks at any level of respect that somebody else has as a competition line. You see? So he's steadily worried about how you view him. So he's going to try to keep on putting it in front of your face that he got girls to make you look at him in the space of honor.
No. I'm with him. He's cracking these girls. It's just
Oh,
as weird
okay.
as I explained to you.
Well, then if he's cracking them,
no,
keep cracking them.
He ain't the only. Don't hear me out. He ain't the only one. I know you're aware of what I'm talking about. Let me explain it a little better because I do kind of be all over the place. Look, I'm saying you even see it with the women now. Look, it's like, oh, I don't know, these guys and these guys and these guys and these guys. You're first of all, when I was growing up, women would be ashamed to even talk like that. These guys, a bitch would be like, I don't know what's going on with these guys. I know one or two guys. See what I'm saying? It's this. Then you don't even know 20 guys or 30 guys. You're in your house by yourself with cats and toys every day. So it's this new illusion through the technology that he's not lying. He really did go through the week and collect these numbers from these women and had conversations with them. But what I'm saying is, me being an old nigga, I'm saying, when are they in the house cooking us some food? When are we going to eat some tacos with these hoes? When are they coming over saying, hey, here goes
these bros don't know how to cook.
Some muffins for you and Crip Jesus or something. You know what I'm saying? When does that happen? You know, he's not lying. He's reading these women. Bro, listen, when I was in the parade the other day, he was with me. I'm in the parade holding the sign. I'm busy. He's cracking all of them. Hey, let me get your number. Oh, he's 5'10". He's telling me, oh, this bitch keep hitting me. I'm like, bro, well, like you said, go close the deal. Go. I ain't saying go marry her today. I'm not even saying go have sex with her. I'm saying just maybe she want to help you out with something or something. Just go see, bro.
Man, a lot of people nowadays got this whole line of being busy to impose once again importance. You know, that's all they're really trying to do. They're trying to impose importance. I'm busy. And then another thing about closing the deal is a lot of cats are being raised in single mother households. And when you're being raised underneath a woman that you don't see get dominated, you don't know how to talk to a woman in a dominant standpoint. You know, you don't know how to talk to a woman in the position of I'm over you. I'm going to dominate you. Where's my sandwich? Okay. I would
say this too, because I see this on the male side, the female side, and everywhere. There's this new like virtual reality. And you know what I'm talking about. A motherfucker be like, I just saw 720 yesterday. Nigga, you ain't never met 720.
Thank you. Let's clear the air, brother. Keep going.
Right? You know what I'm saying? You mean you saw the show? Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a new thing where a dude even be like, oh, that was my girl, but he never met her. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the deeper we go into that, it's harder for me to understand. And I'm starting to see like, okay, that's to bring it back to full cipher to your book. Your book doesn't allow that. It's like, look, bees, honey, fly, coochie, smell, touch, feel. This is real things. You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it is, my nigga. Encyclopedia, nigga, for the dumbass nigga out here. We got to get to the literal on what the literal is. You know, there's a word, and then that word is defined. Do not call a pimp a player. Do not call a player a pimp. Do not call a player a Mac. They are all three different entities, and they operate differently. You understand? Now, some of them can have degrees of the other, you know. Some of them can have different percentages of the other game, but trust me, by true bottom line definition, they are different. You understand? Respect the differences, my nigga. But and that's another thing about the internet and going into what you said about this whole virtual reality thing. A lot of people think they can claim a title without putting any work in underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they just come out here like that black kid from Florida. Oh, I'm a doctor. I'm a OBGYN. Nigga, you about to get your ass locked up talking this stupid shit. As a matter of fact, somebody just got locked up in Vegas today talking about she's a Las Vegas attorney and don't got no pass in the bar or none of that. Don't work for no law firm. Get your ass locked up because, you know, you didn't watch too much of this. What is it? The John Wick and all this weird ass movies, man. And got you thinking you can go around and just kill 20 people and not see a day in court. You know? It's bullshit. You know?
It's okay, for example, I'm not gonna lie to you. Just because of how things are now and just the nature of what I've been exposed to, I thought the book was gonna be like, I was even worried a little bit, like, here he goes, this nigga think he got the answer to everything. Let me see this, just like some Steve Harvey type shit or something, right? And when I see
keep going, nigga. I'm listening. Keep going, nigga.
So what I see, I'm like, no, this makes perfect sense. This is exactly what we need because it's information on a clearly logical level. And the overall message I got from it was there is no secret to this. Stop being scared. See what I'm saying? What I mean by that is the people who are imposing they're important are busy. You know what I found that a lot of them have in common? They're scared to have to deal with that situation in real time. They're happy as fuck that they're dealing with it through the phone.
Dude, right. Oh, come on. It's not hands-on. Come on, keep going, nigga. I'm listening.
Right?
Come on.
And that's something that doesn't get talked about, right? There's a big score of people who are way more comfortable being losers behind the phone than in person. Okay. Now I didn't know this in person. I learned
this. The ball out the park, nigga. Go ahead.
I learned this from jail, and then I seen it on the internet later and said, "Whoa, is that the same thing?" So it was abroad that I had in jail. That was when I got home, I would go through there, but it just the energy was like she was like, you get what I'm saying, like more scared.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the same type of, you feel me? And what I seen on the internet is that you have people who have, even guys, have a certain energy, but when it comes to the meeting up and all that, they'll always be like, any little thing will be no. And I'd be like, if you were so like, ooh, let me slide your DM, what would you make you not want that in real time? Right? Mm-hmm. This is the, like you said, imposing the importance to floss it off, because maybe the truth is, like you said earlier, you might stink or have presentations, problem with skills, communication, you know what I mean? Not dressing up, you haven't been exposed like that. You didn't have a big brother and family structure, so you said other. These things people are lacking on such basic level, it doesn't show through the phone. You don't have halitosis through the phone. You don't have dress bad through the phone. You got that one outfit you wore, you keep showing that picture over and over. You don't have bad conversation through the phone. You don't even talk to me. I just see what you posted and maybe a couple texts and maybe we chop it up a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Like, the phone is protecting you from having to be the real you.
Crip Jesus, ladies and gentlemen, Crip Jesus.
No, so I'm saying the alchemy, the encyclopedia of the alchemy is like, oh, you want to figure it out? Because I think a lot of dudes love reading that Kevin Samuels type of shit. Yeah, these hoes ain't shit. It's impossible. Yeah, I knew it was impossible. See? So I'm going to just keep sitting here jacking off and doing nothing. I knew it.
Right.
You know
see, the Kevin Samuels, the Fresh and Fit, and a lot of these niggas, they just want to beat up women. You know, socially, to show that, oh, they don't have the mental space, blah, 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 and they want to belittle women. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to belittle women. You see me up here talking to Sophia Stewart, nigga, the lady who wrote The Matrix. What? I'm not on that page of belittling no female. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing I do that was done to me and probably done to you too is, nigga, you ain't got no stripes. Nigga, go get them. Nigga, nigga, you ain't fuck no hoes. Nigga, the OG's laughing at you because that's supposed to make you go get that. You dig what I'm saying? It's not supposed to make you sit there and cry like no bitch about it. You're supposed to go get it. You know, you prove a motherfucker wrong. And if you can't prove a motherfucker wrong, you just weak. You know, and I mean, you need to stick your head in like the turtle and just, you know, take your ass to the bottom of the lake. You know, don't be up here fucking around on the grass, on the land.
No. They need to get the Encyclopedia of the Alchemy of Women. See, it's never too late. That's what the book proved. You need to just go and hop on it.
Right. I appreciate that. Yeah, go to the womensalchemy.com right now. You can only get both volumes for $100 from me right now. You know, after these copies are gone, you're gonna have to spend up to $500 on the Amazon and the company's priced it like that. I didn't even price it on them big numbers like that. The company's priced it on them big numbers because you know, but I don't know it all. I will make that very clear. The ebook will be consistently updated because as of right now, there's a lot of new words and a lot of new stuff coming at me. Like, oh, I gotta put this shit. Oh, I gotta put this. You know.
Well, let me give you your flowers again. Let me cut you off. And give you your flowers again.
Go ahead.
You went from A to Z. Who does know it all, nigga? I don't know you. Your name's Stewart. Your name John. Your name Paul. If you're really dumb enough to think Paul, Stewart, John, Steve, Michael all got the same answer, you're retarded. But what y'all do have is the same environment, same experience, same thing, a goal that we have to reach here. So let me give you an A to Z breakdown of the woman. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that puts your brain in mode now to go there for your own individual take of it.
Right. And
you're
I
in
did do it.
You're in New York. You're in you see what I'm saying?
I did do it with the respect of certain rights. So I do got some rights. I have delivered a child with no assistance with the baby moms. Okay. That's on video. That's proven. I'm not just talking on my ass. There is video evidence of that. Okay. I have PI. Okay. I have been with every race of woman on a majority scale. I haven't been with the Hindu, Indian, or the Asian, but every other prototype out here, stereotype, I've been with. You dig what I'm saying? Even European. And I've studied the witchcraft thoroughly, in and out. And got, you know, Cambridge University was looking at my books today. So if you got Cambridge and you got Oxford University reading your books that you writing on 1500 European witchcraft, because witchcraft is a science that you will only find in Western civilization. That is in no other culture. Okay. So, and that is specifically the science of the witch. Okay. I've written a book on that. So there's been a lot of rights I done passed already pertaining to the woman. And then I keep women on my songs, you know, on all my albums. So I keep them with me. You know, it's going down up in here. So that allowed me to produce this material with all of that understanding. You dig what I'm saying? And those rights that I passed.
Look at that, because every book is written by a person. So a person there's a lot of men who may have dealt with only a few women, and because of that limited experience, they feel like they know it all. Does that make sense to you?
Right. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get what I'm saying? Like, I know it, me and my wife, or me and my other wife, but it's like a person who has actually dealt with a bunch of women. Not saying that makes it better or worse. I'm saying that it would give you an understanding that this is more fluid than that. It's not as simple and boxed in. It's not a one size fits all type of thing. So when the encyclopedia, I know I keep talking about that the whole goddamn hour, but that shit just blew me away. I'm not gonna lie, you know, bro. You know I do this now. This is my first year in, so I'm like, here we go, another book to look at. You know, another fucking another nigga, another unk wearing nigga gonna tell me about the, you know what I'm saying, the queen and the butterfly. You know.
No, but when you hit me yesterday, I felt honored about it. It was like, yo, I want to, you know, interview you on this encyclopedia. I said, okay, bam, boom, shot you the books, so you had something to look over. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to do as much as I could, using the word alchemy, which is a medieval word, of course. You know, well, actually, it's a alchemit, which is actually Egyptian. You know, and the sciences do go all the way back to ancient Egypt inside the literature. So I go Egypt, Greece, Rome. There's the islands is up in there. South America is up in there. Islam is in there. Catholicism is in there. Hebrew is in there. Christianity is in it. It's all, I tried to do as much as I could. You know, I even got prostitute dictionaries that I use from from the old 1800s of America. You know what I'm saying? And some of their wordplay. Yeah, bro, because it's a lot of different phases that build up what the woman is. And then when you understand the in-depthness of the uterus, when you're looking at a woman, you're really looking at a being that's 20,000 years old by minimum, you know, and a lot of people don't know that, you know what I'm saying? So they operate off of a different level of intel that men aren't really privy to, you know what I'm saying? We try to ignore these things. And we've been doing it for so long that we have become common food to the vulture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how about anybody else feel, but when I was younger, I used to listen to the old schoolers, you know, and they would be talking like, you know, like being a slave was the common thread. And I guess they was trying to groom a nigga to like, yeah, be ready to be a bitch of slave out here in the world. You know, and with that, you're gonna be taking all different types of level of abuse. You know, I'm like, bro, I wasn't born here to get beat up on, my nigga. Anybody swing at me, male or female, man, I'm at you, my nigga. I don't give a fuck about what's in between your legs. You dig what I'm saying? You want to swing at me through art? You want to swing at me intellectually? You want to swing at me financially? You want to swing at me biologically? Guess what, nigga? I'm going to be back at your neck. Let's do that, you know? And I'm gonna figure, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna figure it out on how to do that. And we will dance on that battlefield, my nigga. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've seen too much of the bullshit. Like, how many men have you seen being taken down by women, dog? Especially being out of the pen, bro. Come on now, bro. The majority of them niggas is probably locked up in there, something about a bitch, either directly or indirectly.
Yeah, I'm not here to lie. I'm here to help the people. My mother was like that. To keep it real with you, shit, I watched my mom put my father in jail, my brother in jail, and me in jail. My first time going to jail, my mom called the police on me. I see my mom throw a car battery, nigga. You know how heavy that is. Pick a car battery up and throw it at a nigga, backing out the driveway, and then run into the house and call the police. You feel what I'm saying? So, but here's the thing I found out later. So at first I'm like, oh, she's so evil and women. But I realized that it goes back to the same principles. Like you said, I'm not telling you this shit to make you cry. I may say nigga, I may yell, you may get offended, but I'm telling you this to let you know it's real out here. Meaning that as I got older, at first it was kind of like a disdain towards her. As I got older, I realized my mom's still a woman at the end of the day. If he's not going to exert that manly strength over her, she's going to take it there. If he's not going to, you know what I mean, have that type of balance to it, she's going to test you and take it there. That's what they do. You feel what I'm saying? And to be fair, us too. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to, you know, use your womanly strength and try to, you know what I mean? Like let's say it's getting a little rough up in here. If you're not going to come with the baby and hey daddy and use your power that you got to make me, I am daddy.
Melt,
give you some more money and be nice. You want to be, nigga, I can compete with you. I get hard too. I'm making the stallion. No, it's going to go there then. Call the police. Let's go there. You want to compete. And you know what's crazy? Because I spent so much of my life, it's one thing to get locked up for a long time, to get locked up young like that. I spent so much developing years in there, right? I didn't understand it at first. So I used to really do a questionnaire with the women when they would do that. I'd be like, what is making you think that you're barking at me like I can't swing or some shit? And they'd be like, oh, are you threatening me? Oh, I'm like, no, I'm not threatening you. I'm asking a logical question. Like, if I'm keeping a level enough head in the middle of this argument, try to maintain some type of decorum here, and you're just full-fledged, rawr. The next question is, what makes you think that if you're threatening physical, you get what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't.
No, I get where you're going, and let's lean on it. But what you're really talking about is, once again, science, okay? And the science to that is, the majority of these little girls are raised in single mother environments too. They don't even know what a male is. So a male or a man in the female's mind becomes a mythos. Okay. You're a mythos. You being violent is a mythos. You being rah-rah is a mythos. And now I need to test if that mythos is real. You know, not knowing consequence. And we also have to understand the majority of girls and how they're raised, they don't understand effect and cause and effect, you know, or response. What is it? action and response. You know, they don't understand consequences for your actions. Okay, action and consequence. They don't understand that shit because they weren't raised into it. You know, by playing football, if I got this football in my hand, there's 50 niggas coming at me on this field.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see, you already know in possession it is. There's gonna be some shit going down. Niggas is at me. They hunting me. I got to move.
Yeah.
Women don't got that type of programming in their mind. And then they don't know who you are. They don't know how you cook. They don't know how you put on pants because they ain't never seen no male being raised while they were in this single mother environment. And then they also saw their mama do nothing but talk shit on the phone and make niggas come over and break bread and break niggas. And go ahead.
My bad, but just when you said mama, it just sparked me because I've dated some women where their mother was not like that at all. Then I even saw some older women where I'm like, damn, the TV is that powerful. Like if something, or the phone, I guess, if something becomes the trend, you do have a big, I don't want to say a bunch of y'all, but you do have a section of women and men too. You'd have a section of people who just follow whatever the program is, regardless of how they were raised. You feel what I'm saying? So you might see a girl that's coming from the suburbs that she may be black, but she didn't went to college and all that, but she watched enough Housewives. Now she up here, you know how it is. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a lack of experience, my nigga. You know, from doing shit, hitting licks and all of that shit builds up experience of what to do and what not to do when it comes to the future. And so especially being, in the being, you're going to be hearing a lot of niggas try to hustle you in all types of ways. You know what I'm saying? Nigga be like, okay, praise the Lord, man. You going to church this Sunday? Let me get the biscuit, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got the religious hustler. You already know, nigga. Yeah. So it's all different types of masks that you got to peel back, and it's all types of shit that you got to look out for that embeds into your process, into your thinking process on how you interpret situations and how and what conclusion is going to come out of those scenarios. You know what I'm saying? And women don't have a lot of experience in those areas. They sit around fucking around with makeup all goddamn day and fucking around with their phone. You don't have no true experience on what the consequences are going to be in these scenarios. That's why I love watching Cops when they about to lock a female up, and the female thinks she got all types of power and gonna tell the cop what to do, and they gonna go and shut my door and no, I don't want it, man, please. And your ass.
And that's why. And I want to say this, and I don't got nothing else after this. And that's why I think women should indulge in this book as well, because, like you said, there's a lot of women not being raised in households where they're not being taught, the science of the woman. Because the truth is, it's the same thing on the guy's side. There is no science of the man or the woman if they're not looked at as a dualistic, opposite but complementary system. Once you make it, I'm just a guy. You automatically have put yourself in a position to have to learn girl shit too, because you're trying to do it all on your own. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, even for example, something as simple as conversation. I'm going to be 100 with you, bro. And this was hard for me. Conversation with guys is different than conversation with women. We talk shit. It's completely, nigga. So when I had to transition to understanding women, it was like I was weird. They like, damn, nigga, why you talking to me like that? Well, bitch, you just got to be like this. Like, oh, what's wrong with him? Like, it's like, where's he getting this from?
It's funny you did that. It's funny you did that because my conversation style is neutral. I'll talk to a girl to let her know, look, I'm not going to put you on no crazy pedestal. We're not doing none of crazy pedestal. I'm not putting you up there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get that for me real quick. Yeah, dude, move over here like that, But I will compliment her beauty, of course, and I'll keep her laughing and giggling, and do the long stares with the eyes and all of that. I'm not finna get the romance skills. You dig what I'm saying? So they do know that, but I open doors, and then there's a whole magic system with that, and I'm glad we went this route real quick. How you treat every woman is going to be the energy that she can fill off of you. All uteruses know all uteruses. So if you go in there and you don't know how to hit no coochie, man, all the other coochies gonna know. If you got a lot of women around you, or you know what to do with a woman, if you gotten on the bended knee and sang to her, you done gave her some roses, you done did all types of romantic shit, bitches can see that in your aura. They can smell it off your cologne, my nigga, before you even approach and do the name. You see what I'm saying? And then the younger girls nowadays, they understand that romancing is a complex thing that men know that makes a woman bat the eyelids and get and enforces her womanism, is what romancing does. It enforces a feminine response out of them. You see what I'm saying? And they may look at you with the cat eyes, you know, that look, you know, because they know that you know how to romance, and that's going to weaken me, and I can't get the respect line that they want to get as a male. You see, they already identify the male as power, because if they didn't, they wouldn't try to be a male.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So they recognize that you have the power point, then you're going to have to express that. And you're going to have to express that more psychologically and financially nowadays, more so than physically. But physical also shows discipline. You know, if you're a muscular cat, you know, and that even goes in with business and your appearance in business. And people look at you as more disciplined, you're more regimented, you maintain your health, and that's a whole nother thing. And when women see that, and that's a part of the attraction factor too. So if you keep those things in your aura, the woman that comes to you is ready to wash some dishes, my nigga. She understands her position as a woman, and she wants to stay in that position of a woman, and she's not going to try to contest your line. And even when women do contest your line, you see, there's a lot of action. Okay, women love music, right? And it's not necessarily that they're loving music. It's the fact that they want shit going on all the time. They want shit, you know, filling the mind and filling the space all the time, consistently moving. And when you do that, and when you can provide that space for her, because she's going to contest you and say, no, she just wants you to talk her into it, because talking her into it is the pressure that shows that I want you to stay. I want you to be along, you know. And that's what the pressure of macking is I want you involved with me, and I want you involved with whatever I got going. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
But nah, that's full circle right there. That really all the questions I had, you know what I'm saying? We basically went over things, because even I was gonna ask you about going extinct, but I feel like we touched on that in the beginning. You feel what I'm saying?
That's an interesting question, and let's go in a little bit further.
Okay, let's go into that. Because to me, I'm gonna say this, because to me, why I even bring that up is because I hear this conversation a lot on the channels, and it seems like to me they just doing it for streams. Like, oh, come on, is the black girl or this or that? Is the black man? And they never talk about extinction, or where's the nation headed, or are we even gonna be here? It seems like that didn't even matter. It's just like a bunch of back and forth about a bunch of just, I don't know.
And I'm gonna talk about it. We got two things to talk about that sort of sinks in together, because somebody asked me a question up here. Miami Marlin said, in the Alchemy on Women, what would you say how this would apply to black women who have claimed to have divested to other races of men for relationships? As the brother Crip Jesus just mentioned here earlier about the Megan Thee Stallion and the Sexy the Red. Okay, when we have to understand that people, especially with the way today everybody thinks they're famous and involved in social media and Hollywood, part of the percentage of what's going on in Hollywood drops down to the average man or the average woman, right? So what's going on with Taylor Swift and Meryl Streep or whatever the fuck, or what's the shorty? There's Martha Stewart is what I was gonna go. Martha Stewart or Taylor Swift, that drops down to the average white female that you see every day. A little percentage of that. A little percentage of what J-Lo got going, or Salma Hayek, drops down to the Spanish woman. Okay? So, on how they're looked at by the average person. What goes on in the pantheon is reflected as above, so below, right? Is what the statement is, right? So, when you got Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion, your representers, nigga, you not being selected. No, you can lie to yourself all you want to, but they done did the statistics on the dating websites, and they have clearly stated that black women are the last to be selected. Okay, out of all racial types of females, and there's many reasons why. Because, and then what's so awesome about that is that they know that, but then they're trying to hide it. See, women do a lot of trying to hide by blaring your mind with a bunch of fucking words and the screeching and the words and a bunch of cleavage and shit. They're trying to blare your mind that there's nothing there. You know, they wanted to get you in a confusion status. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to the black male, nigga, we have a wide range of above and so below. Okay, we have 50 Cent representing us. Okay, we have Magic Johnson representing us. Okay, we have many. We have Mike Tyson representing us. So there's many black males who hold etiquette and hold millionaire status that's training females of all races on. Yeah, nigga, we keeps it clean and clear. You dig what I'm saying? You got your Boosies, you got your Kanye's, you got all of that. You got the Gold Grills, you got the Jay-Z's. You see, so come on, you're in no competition standpoint with what black males can do with women of other races versus what a black woman could do with males of other races, because they all know your historical line that you come out of the bowels of the slavery and you don't have no home economics on your game line. Okay. And home economics is going to be a mandate dealing with males of other races. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't got it, they'll just leave your ass in silence. You see what I'm saying? And this boils down to what the brother brought up with the extinction. Extinction is a funny subject because in order to guesstimate what will happen with extinction, you have to look at the animal kingdom, because there are animals that have went extinct, you know, and there also has been situations in the human realm where we have been threatened with extinction, say like the plague that happened 1347 or atom bomb, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, thing like that.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't mean the whole human race. When I say we, I'm talking about people like me. So that would be Americans, and specifically since we got there, I didn't know if we was gonna get there. We talking about black man, black woman. That's really what I'm talking about. Because I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I this is what I see. I do see MGTOW and red pill and blue pill for Americans in general. But I'm gonna be real. When it's Americans in general, they say some mean shit, but it's mostly about clowning OnlyFans girls or clowning incel white boys. When it's that black people shit, they go in. They say some shit I can't believe they even allow them to say. They be talking about. I seen Cynthia G talk about abort any black male baby. Like it, the lingo goes far, bro. The lingo goes far to where I'd be like, whoa. So
well, extinction is it.
Hear me out. I'm saying if the U.S. blacks died off, that would technically be an extinction. I'm not saying there wouldn't be no other niggas left in the world, but those niggas would be gone.
Well, I know what you're saying. And what happened with the extinction of your type of black male, my type of black male, was option, wasn't it? These niggas chose to extinct their culture. If you want to talk about what has happened in the past 30, 40 years, these niggas buried the word nigga in a casket, bro. Al Sharpton and all these niggas. Okay, we gave up the Isaac Hayes. We gave up the James Brown. We extincted our own swag or our own culture line that we developed from slavery all the way up to the point of the 1990s. Now, things merge over time because, you know, a change in wordplay and things of that type of thing. But overall, extinction is funny because you never know how that's when nature steps in, and you don't know what nature is going to do to enforce the reproduction or a higher production rate so that battles extinction.
Let me say it like this then. I know niggas aren't gonna go extinct. We're the original. I mean, I could give you an example of things that went extinct I was extinct till 1999. What I found out I was a couple years ago, which I wasn't all my life. I was just a nigga. You see what I'm saying? How you say you can extinct your own self, right? Your swag, your tongue, your everything.
Right.
He said, when my grandpa said, "Oh yeah, we get you, we gonna get you." After all the excitement and everything, I said, "Well, wow, I never was told this. I don't remember my dad waking up in the morning saying he gonna get you. He was just an LA nigga. What happened? You see what I'm saying? So I get exactly what you're saying. Like, yeah, we extinct ourselves.
And nature will step in, bro.
Oh no, my bad. No, that's what I was gonna say. My bad. And what I was gonna say was, we've already seen tribes go extinct up here of niggas. You feel what I'm saying? That we got to read the history books about. That's what I meant. Like, you know.
Well, that situation was done by violence. So, and that was a real wild one, you know. Supposedly, as I've read it a couple of times, I can't say a lot, but some tribes were so foreign to the level of violence and the reasoning for the violence that Europeans brought that they just froze and just stared. They wouldn't eat, they wouldn't sleep, they wouldn't mate, they wouldn't dance. They just froze in existence, not understanding the level of complexity, the level of lying, and the type of warlike, demonic-like skills Europeans were bringing directly to them that they didn't know anything about. So it sort of froze them, you know, when it comes to a lot of the natives that was here in America. Now, when we talk about extinction on a social scale and what's enforcing it to be that way, we're talking about a change in behaviors and habits. So what'll happen is that a new generation will be born, and with that new generation, they're going to come in with the defense. Okay, so let's look at it on a larger scale so we can minimize it. We have become an overworked country, and we have become an overworked people worldwide. And I say that because the planet has only experienced this type of work for what? The past 200, 300 years, right? So in order to save the planet, nature understands that you're doing too much with synthetics when it comes to nuclear waste, plastic, you know, chemtrails and all this other crazy ass shit. So what does nature do? Nature provides you, and also we have enforced it by default with the cell phones and other things that you were just mentioning. Nature has provided a whole generation of children that don't want to work. They're not even raised to have respect for work now. So by default, all of this stuff is going to collapse, and we go back to the teepees and the huts, okay, on planet Earth.
No, you're not lying.
You see that? You see
by default. It's
yeah,
crazy.
by default. You see that? It's but what we're really looking at is the power of nature's understanding and what nature will do to adjust the sustenance and the maintenance of a thing. That thing is black male, black female, as you were mentioning. Us being extinct is going to come out with ferocious children, as we've seen it. You know, we're seeing all types of you know, crash test dummy type of activities out here nowadays. You know, that's really they're going to be so repetitive until blacks start taking things seriously.
Yeah.
With our communication and start designing some plans for that secure. And then not only that, regardless of designing the plan, our number one enemy has made herself the black woman. The black woman's made herself an enemy towards us. You know, and they put their reliance on white males and the American system, you know, and they don't have an understanding of how this system operates. You know, a lot of them are trying to gain it through universities. There are a lot more black women graduating out of universities than black males, but black women by nature, or what you'll learn in the encyclopedia on the alchemy of women are inherently self-centered. So they're only going to focus on themselves and what's more important for their immediate environment. And that's only if they're raised with a motherly nature. You know, all women can't be mothers. All women aren't born mothers, bro. you know, and that's another thing we got to understand. So we have to understand what love is, you know, what true unconditional love is, how we're going to have to enforce it with each other, on each other, you know, with no discussion. You know, it gets down to a scenario Spike Lee put in a movie called something Squad. I forgot the name of it. This hold on, let me look it up real quick. The Squad movie that Spike Lee put out. Yeah, Drop Squad. The Drop Squad. And that was a movie based on, you know, we're going to have to enforce correction door by door, you know, and that's basically the system that's going to have to operate. You know, I mean, the cartels keep their line by keeping heads in the park, you know, and keeping bodies swinging on the bridge. You know, we going to keep a motherfucker in place, you know. The Asians, and we're talking about cultures that's been standing on their own for thousands and thousands of years. The Asians have maintained the brothels and the prostitutions for thousands of years, Japan and China. Okay. You know, and that's because they understand all women ain't born as mothers, you know, and the privy parts of a woman is supposed to be a man's entertainment. Hence, a woman does not get pregnant every single time a male, you know, inseminates her. You know what I'm saying? So if you get in a car and the car don't start up, is the car usable? Is the car used for driving? No. You see what I'm saying? But when you get in that car, you turn it up every time. Now you know it's workable, and it's workable for driving purposes. So if the vagina was meant for a pregnancy, every time she gets inseminated, she would get pregnant, and that is not the case. So and bro, and that type of bottom line understanding and philosophy right there comes out of Roman Catholicism. They like they get down, bro. You start reading a lot of the papers, bro, you can't get around it.
But I think it have a lot to do with health too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The more fertile you are.
Yeah, you know, mental health as well. You know, a lot of girls come out of very bad environments. A lot of them go through a lot of abuse as a child.
I'm saying both. Like even dudes, like some dudes nut ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Chips all day and shit. Eating chips all day and drinking
ways.
Gatorade. Drinking Gatorade and eating hot dogs and chips all day. You know what I'm saying? And then her too. I'm saying I think it's a mixture. Why? Because now you might have a motherfucker fucking somebody for 5 years and they ain't get pregnant. You be like, what the fuck are they doing in there? And sometimes he ain't pulling out. They shit just they diets have been so horrible for so long, and their parents and their parents' parents. Because in 2020, we're dealing with, because they think about it like this, bro. All them books we're studying, they didn't even have fast food about 100 years ago. This shit is all
Subway
new.
came out when we was kids, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So this shit is all new. All this TV watching all day, sitting in one spot with a weak body, watching TV, getting your brain cells scared and fried and emotional, eating this shit. This is all new. This is all new. This is why I was so surprised that you made it like that too, because I don't think there needs to be too many solid, I got the answer books on this type of thing. It needs to be things that are written by scientists and people with minds that see it fluid and completely growing with it. You know what I mean? Hopefully it inspires some other people. Let's publish this thing around the whole world and make other versions. The Russian fucking encyclopedia. You feel what I'm saying? Because then they understand that it has to. Each people got to study each other. Then the women need to go make one for the man. You feel what I'm saying? So they can get to know. Then we both got to make one for the babies. You feel what I'm saying? For what about why these kids? What's wrong with them? You feel what I'm saying? like and each people learn to then shit nigga for the animals. Let me calm down.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, because you know, like you were stating, man, it's the food. I said that earlier. You know, the next generation that, you know, me and you were one of the last generations that was made in the embryo off of natural foods. You cannot guarantee that the next generations coming up were actually designed off of natural foods. And then the mineral content in the food is shot. So it takes 64 peaches to match up the same mineral content of one peach from the 1960s.
Wow.
Are you understanding? We are depleted. So when you see these weak ass niggas on the NBA and the NFL breaking their ankle and breaking bones and all of this other shit and going through seizures and all this other fucking shit, is because the food is demineralized greatly, you know. And you know, we used to watch football. Them niggas be playing in snow. A nigga break his goddamn knee and pop it right back in place and get right back out there. So, you know, it's a completely different game of what's going on today versus what it was in the old world. I like the old world. I speak for the old gods. I will always let the old gods of every single system speak through me, you know, and that's all there is to that. You know, I love the old world where women were women and they liked being women. Men were men and they liked being men. You know, we enforced masculinity. Women enforced femininity. Masculinity enforced femininity, and femininity enforced masculinity. You understand?
Exactly.
Like, that is what I love. That is what I represent until my dying day. I'm not doing the auto-tune. We're not doing the fucking none of this fucking Transformer shit. I won't even call B. I can't even use the word transmission on my car anymore. I don't say nothing with the TRAN in the beginning of the word, nigga. Don't fuck around. God damn it.
Oh my God.
I can't do it, bro. I can't do it and I won't do it, man. Man, fuck all of that shit, you know?
That's wild.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, man. Hey, this was great. I got to roll out, but this was we got to keep this going.
Yeah, of course.
They
you know we're gonna do another one.
We're gonna do another one for sure, but we need to keep this topic going. I'm telling you.
Right.
Yeah.
And then so it's a lot in there when you get some time, man.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I'll break it down some more. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you be, you know, chilling, smoking a blunt, you know, just flip through the shit. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you catch, man, let's talk about it. But is the red pill a gay pill? What's your answer on that? Yeah. It's a social engineering project to enforce you to be alone. It's a social engineering project to enforce you to be against me.
Hey, why am I front? I'm the one made the damn title up. Hell yeah.
You dig? But yeah, I know you got to hit the streets, man, and make a move, man. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out.
Okay.
Y'all go ahead and go to thewomansalchemy.com. It is on sale right now, and you can't find it nowhere else for that price. You can put my name in Amazon, and you will see for yourself. We about to play 2 tracks, 2 of the classics. The first 2 songs you heard was There's Rules on the Street and The War Going On Outside on the Wire for War album. This one I'm about to play is Gung Ho off the Monster album, and then Cinderella's Chance off of the Wire for War album. Y'all niggas get at me. Peace.
Pure pimpin'. What's a gung-ho, dumb ho, trying to run the show forward, go where no man has ever gone before? What's a gung-ho, dumb ho, trying to run the show forward, go where no man has ever gone before? Is he macaroni or is he a dandy? How about Django Unchained in the land of candy? This is tequila, my 1800 game is nasty. It is Skrilla, I collect from them streaks and panties. Yes, gorilla is classy. Might find me doing kundalini yoga and fasting. Might find me with so many hoes you think this was a reality show casting. The impression is so lasting. The questions you be asking needs an ass kicking. I'm like your granddaddy, I am fast with the whipping and keep the money flow like water and I am dripping. And fuck them police, cause them cases don't be sticking. See that middle finger flicking, hear that atom bomb ticking. This is Nagasaki, rotting bodies do be drifting with rituals that's biblical and keep the planet shifting. On Mission Impossible with some space age pimping. Can't you see my feet lifting? What's a gung-ho, dumb ho, trying to run the show for and go where no man has ever gone before? What's a gung-ho, dumb ho, trying to run the show for and go where no man has ever gone before? Young nigga, nappy head with my nose snotty. Smoke weed with my mommy. She plot the seed of God body. Then she seen me pee gold in my body. Shit silver in my diaper. So when I enter ciphers, you get treated like you in the pen watching drone for a lifer. And while your wife stays hurting for the all-nighter, and she's a ball biter, I'm a jaw piper. Back against the wall fighter. Tall like a King Kong, so sing along. Like nuns and thongs. Finally got the chance to dance on a ding-dong. And they took it when nobody was looking. Don't ask me why the game is so crooked. Same reason you get no cell phone signal in central booking. Can you smell that cooking? Yes, the gunpowder. They run like cowards cause I'm the light at the tower. I just watch them all scour. What does a pretty sedity bitch know about power? Fuck around and get devoured. What's a gung-ho dumb hoe tryna run the show forward go where no man is gone before? What's a gung-ho dumb hoe tryna run the show forward go where no man has ever gone before? If it takes a bitch to make me rich, nigga, so what? What you mad cause I don't kiss that fucking hole in her butt? If you talk to her enough, you see she's jealous of sluts. Pussy is spontaneous, it geeks up when it wants. If you tied her down, I bet you that crotch will light your blunt. You can gripe and grunt cause I live the life that you want. At night I hunt like a werewolf, to tell you the truth. I never saw loot till I had bitches cleaning my boots. Yeah, nigga, I'm a master, had a flashback to roots. I will tax your ass wearing a three-piece suit. Now I'm counting my loot in a hovering coupe. I'm in the wind like the angels in gin. So aim to triangle and let the prism descend. Defend to offend. I was the baby in the carriage being pushed by grim. Mixed with cushion gin, books and sin. Crooks as friends. Look within your soul and find home. The black space at the bottom of the rabbit hole. She gotta get them dollars at the bottom of the pole. And real niggas keep the pussy poppin' till it's swole. And if you don't know, motherfucker, now you know. What's a gung-ho dumb hoe tryna run the show for and go where no man has gone before? Go tiptoes, a player trying to get chose. Go tiptoes, a player trying to get chose. Can I get fly for a bitch one time? Make her double take, she damn near lost her mind. The blind leading the blind, let's see what we find. You know hoes follow their nose, Imperial cologne and my gold tiptoes on my Christians. I respect your ambition, but you bitches got to have vision. With good intentions, learn, look and listen. The cooking in the kitchen, the doggy in the mission. Ain't no mumbling and tripping, we got to get paid off that cheesecake. I got that old money, you can call it knees break. And you got the sauces for the meat steaks. And then she look away, every dog has its day. And when the dog ain't home, the cat's gon' play. Oh, you don't say. Don't act square when I come around your way. Just admire, then send my down payment through the wire. Go tiptoes, a player trying to get chose. 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 They say God got brass feet, and that's the same color of my foot when I pull it out of her ass cheeks. Don't ask me about last week, and don't leave the iron on after you leave. My slacks a crease, better keep the peace. Your name ain't on the lease, 100% ain't a piece, that's a whole meal. Acting brand new like you don't know the deal. This the gentleman of leisure, as long as I please her. I keep her with a wet beaver, she's a believer. I don't fuck with no skeezers. It's either I need to take a breather or your ass is doing too much. Acting like an animal when you smell my musk. Until it's making bucks, I don't give no fucks. You way out of touch, and these hoes don't blush. They don't want much, but they say they do. Then they looking through your phone like a dog need food. Go tiptoes, a player trying to get chose. Go tiptoes, a player trying to get chose. Go tiptoes, a player trying to get chose. Go tiptoes, a player trying to get chose.